Hello everyone, today we are going to be playing Neverending Nightmares. This is a game. Ooh, options? Ooh, oh, wow. Resolution, graphics quality, key binding sound, rumble. I guess this is compatible with the controller. Language, Dutch, Español, Francés, Italiano, Portuguese, Some, I believe this is Japanese, but wait, Chinese? Okay, I believe those were Chinese. Pretty sure. Those were a lot of languages. Okay, how do I... oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck in the never-ending options. How do I... back? Enter. No. Shit! What am I doing? Everything is going wrong. Now I can't even click anything. Oh no. How did I screw up this badly in the first minute of gameplay? How do I go back? Okay, it's escape. You press escape to escape extras. I will visit all this later. I'm just gonna play. We strongly recommend playing this game with headphones. Check. We have a special audio processing mode designed for headphones that creates the best experience. Ooh. It doesn't work if you are using speakers. Would you like to enable it? Yes! If you switch to headphones later on, you can enable headphones in the options menu. The hell is that? Up, down, left. These are very complicated. That didn't take... Oh wow. That didn't take very long to get somewhere fast. Okay, so I've never actually played this game before. Okay, shift to run, that's pretty standard. Space to interact, E to enter. Maybe I just can't go that way. Oh, that's a closet, that's right. Space to interact then? Yes. Oh boy. There's Jesus riding a skateboard. Another door. But anyways, I apologize for not making videos recently. A lot has happened. My car broke down today. And apparently it's going to be a very expensive fix. Roughly $1,000. That's the estimate that I was given. So, in my state of sadness and despair, I decided that playing video games was probably the best thing I could do. And here I am. Oh dear. This photo fell. Why are you all staring at me? Okay. So then. What was I saying before? Okay, this guy gets tired out pretty easily. So, I just gotta keep in mind that this guy's not fit. Never played this, but I've seen gameplay up to the first chapter. And it's got some freaky elements, let me just tell you this much. Okay, Inventor Montwater Insoboto Dextera Unchota Psalms 21 in Finum Process Donde Madonna Vazusta David. I can't read that. If I ever see a foreign language, I'm going to attempt to read it. Unless it doesn't... Oh, whoa. Why was I suddenly going upwards? I was pressing down. Okay. Probably talking a bit loud, I apologize. Is that a dinosaur or a chicken? Could be one or the other. That was a man emerged in darkness. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, I'm just playing this game because I was sad and I really wanted to get to play it, and I'm happy that I get to. Someone bought this for me for my birthday, which was October 3rd. And I apologize for not making any sort of happy birthday related video or anything like that, but I just didn't figure it was important enough to you guys what my birthday was. You guys come to see my gameplay, not me bragging about my presents, which kinda did that. Oh, well, nice job, David. I don't know your name, sorry. Oh, okay, tables of goop and flesh. This kind of reminds me of those, like, really old-style horror games. Not horror, mystery games, kind of, sort of. This is giving me point-and-click mystery games, I guess. Like that right there. Like, if that was a point-and-click mystery game, you'd, like, click on the gobbledygook to do something. Okay, so I'm walking in the forest. Everything has gone quiet. I apologize if I was speaking loudly. I just instinctively want to speak louder than the game. But people say that I don't talk loud enough in my videos, which I turned down my volume on my side way down. Like, way down. Basically, like, I'm only presenting half of the volume in the very end of it all. Simply because if you would hear it, you couldn't even hear the game. Like, I think I have the best balance I can think of, but you guys tell me if it's too quiet or too loud. I know some people use speakers, and I also know that some people use headphones. So, do anything?
Gabby, no.
Oh.
You're still sleeping? You promised we'd meet for breakfast.
Oh.
Are you okay? You look upset.
I'm sorry. I just had a terrible nightmare. I dreamt you were dead.
That's silly. I'm fine. Besides, you always promised you'd take care of your little sister.
That was when we were kids.
It's still true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you try to get back to sleep? I'll wait outside.
I think it's a good idea. Really don't think it's a good idea. Okay, so this guy has completely ignored his sister, which I'm going to ignore by going into my bathroom, which I think this is a bathroom. Oh boy, blood in the sink. Teeth in the sink, my favorite. So someone forced out their own teeth into the sink. Oh boy, that's just lovely. Alright. Excuse me, I just yawned right there, which I've done before in the past, but... before in the past, it's a little repetitive. A little repetitive, a little redundant. Okay, so... this guy has a skull. That's lovely. So this is just one of those games. One of those games where it's just one thing after another. Can't look at some pictures, but I assume I can look at this one because it's really creepy. I can't. I just noticed my guy's his eyes shift. They shift sometimes. Did you see that? Was it just up here? No? I apologize. I should really just be like focusing on getting this guy through the house and not exploring every minute detail. So we're just walking, creeping down the stairs. Also, I'm sad because one of my favorite games, oh dear. If not my most favorite game ever, I have run out of things to do in it, and I'm sad about that. So don't go down the stairs, I guess. That's what I learned that last time. And these guys have a lot of pictures. I mean, Jesus. I know some households have more pictures than others, but jeez. There's a picture of that guy, this girl, that guy looking all heroic, this creepy girl right here. Then there's the landscape paintings, and then this bird right here. Probably not a good... Okay, this guy's name is Thomas, so he's no longer David. Mystery solved. We can stop playing. Okay, so it's probably not a good sign if the doors are boarded up in your own house. Oh boy, stuffed animals and toys. These are the best things to find in horror games. Oh boy, another bathroom and a stuffed teddy. What bad things could possibly be behind this door? Oh dear. Can I look at you? Oh, wait, I think I can look at you? No, I can look at some dolls, I remember. Not all. Okay. Tick tock. Okay, so right now it is 10 p.m., I assume. Well, actually... something feels off right here. Jesus, like... this may seem like a small thing, but just the depth to all this, just the thorough design in all of this, the pencil shading, all of that combined is just they were definitely going for artistic here. They weren't going for best graphics, but every single design here was obviously intentional. They wanted the game to look like this, and I applaud them for doing it. Everything seems suspicious right now. Is that a note? Can I read it? Read the note. Read the note. Okay, I guess he wrote it and assumes that he remembers every single detail on the note. Mannequin with boobs. With an arrow in her... Oh wait, that's a sewing needle? That's a huge sewing needle right there. Or maybe it's for knitting? Okay, so I can't interact with anything over here? Oh yeah, it's for knitting because of a ball of yarn right there. I apologize. Still though, mannequin with boobs, I guess it's for... I guess it has some... This is a big house, actually. Like, seriously, I live in a decent-sized house, but this is just insane. These guys must be rich. I want this house right here. Actually, no, I don't, because... I'm gonna leave, because I can't see. But that was definitely a room of blood. Which way did I come from? Okay, so I need to be here. Ah, the candle. I need this. Thank you. Now that... Wait, why was the candle lit? Someone forgot to turn off their candle. That's as bad as wasting electricity. Okay. My God, why have you forsaken me? Wait, that's me. That's me dead on the floor. So this is a dream? It either is a dream or like an after image of death or something. Ugh. Why is that guy dead? And why am I still walking through this house not caring? This guy has not said anything since his sister left. Hi. I was not expecting that. Especially since I was literally just there. Hi. Could you please stop? I'm just trying to walk through my house. Is that a crime? Could you stop, please? Okay, you haven't done it in a while, so thank you. But still, you're kind of being not cool right now. Now then, if I may, this guy lives in a freaking horrifying house, and he should probably move to avoid mental scarrings. Although, knowing him, it's probably too late. Jesus, I might have to lower the volume on the game at this rate. What's that? I hear thumping. I hear the thumping. Wait, is that me? Must be, I guess. I feel a little disturbed that I can't see very far. I'm trying to go down the stairs from whence I came. Don't think this is the right way. Crap. Well, I guess it's gonna be one of those games. Just where do I go? Where the heck do I go? I'm sure things will heat up here soon. I know very little about this game, however, I do know that it's very interesting and disturbing. You can be one or the other, but to be both is quite the spectacle for a horror game. Now we get to go down the stairs of doom. Oh boy. Were those candles not lit before? Because they offer what looks like about the same, if not more than my light. I apologize, I have a yawning problem. Probably contagious, but... Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. What are you doing there, Thomas? What the hell did that have to do with anything? Okay, so I pick up the axe, right? And, I go on a murdering rampage with it, I assume? I look like I'm about to kill someone, except the blood is already on the axe. Yeah, I seriously look like I'm walking down the hall trying to creep up on someone. It's sort of like the maniac in the hotel that just goes on a murdering rampage, you know? I don't remember any of this at all. There's a difference between watching someone play a game and experiencing the game, because my eyes are pretty much like this guy's right now, just like, huh? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Why are the lights appearing behind me? Why disappearing behind me, I mean? Why am I just going through this hall? Why do I have a bloody axe in my hand? I don't know. Okay, I'm still walking down the hall. I guess pick up the pace. How long can you run, anyway? Okay, so we have to chop this down, I assume. Chop it down. Chop it down. Chop it! And now we go up the stairs. Oh, so... Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. I would have to... Okay, so I boarded something or someone up here. Because otherwise the boards would be on the other side. Holy Jesus. How many nightmares does this guy have? How many nightmares does this guy have? Never-ending nightmares. That wasn't even a pun on my part. I was legitimately about to say that. Well, I was about to say something to the effect of infinite nightmares, but still. I find that funny. Even if I am yawning, I'm not bored of this game, in case any of you are wondering. I just have a yawning problem. Okay, so... this guy kind of looks like he'd be my father, I guess. Or just like a younger version of me. Except he has a square chin and I have a circular chin. Those are weird features to pass down. Is that like a dominant and recessive trait? The square and circular chin. So... oh. We're getting to my favorite part. I know at least one other person in the world knows what I'm about to call this. Oh boy. And you probably know who I'm referring to. Except for everyone else who isn't that one person. Oh boy. Oh, no, go down. Okay, so we're going down the stairs and we're going towards my favorite part. Oh boy. So, we're just going down the hall. Probably gonna ignore the doors for now. Hello there, young one. How are you? You look great. Have you done something with your hair? I'm going to go in this door now and forget the never-ending nightmares that, okay, I cannot forget the never-ending nightmares. How many spiders live in my house based on all these cobwebs? If it's just one, then I am very perturbed at how many that one spider has created. If it's many, then why have I not seen them? So, the spiders have abandoned my house because of how in shambles it is? That's kind of sad. Especially considering that means that I have lower standards than a spider. I do not mean to yawn this much, just so you guys know. I don't know if it's from talking so much or what, but I was yawning earlier this day. And I'm going to shut up about it because you guys are probably tired of it. Then again, I guess people just like to hear commentary over games. And you're not missing anything in case you're not paying attention to the tab page right now. But, I've been recording. Yes, I've been recording. I apologize for that. I just didn't want 20 minutes of video recording to go to waste. That's all. Okay, so... ooh. I hear the thumpy thump. The thumpy thumpity thump thump thump. I'm going to hide in this closet like a coward. Giant sumo wrestler monster baby! Oh no! Oh no! No. Get out. Get out of this horrible nightmare. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Giant sumo wrestler monster babies. Why is it there? I never got that. I only got past chapter 1 and, like, me watching people, but I wanted the rest to be a surprise, but I already got to the surprise. I don't know what can be more surprising than giant sumo wrestler monster babies. I just don't know. I can't think of anything. There's nothing in the world that I can think of that is more disturbing than a giant sumo wrestler monster baby. I've got nothing. I have nothing. Okay, so we just have to carefully navigate our way through the giant sumo wrestler monster babies and hope that they don't nibble on my giblets. This guy is looking in all of the wrong directions for the giant sumo wrestler monster baby. And, I think I have to hide in this closet right here. Hide in the closet. Oh, no? Okay. But just so we're sure... Oh boy, I have a bad feeling about this right here. Something bad is about to happen. Something just doesn't seem right. Maybe it's all of the dolls, maybe it's the cobwebs. Something. Just something about this don't seem right. Go down more stairs. Why are all the lights lit? Wait, how many flights of stairs have I gone down? Was I at like the top floor and like I have a 10-story house or like a 10-story basement? What's going on here? Okay, so we go through the lights. La 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 la. I hear babies. Are they giant sumo wrestler monster babies? Okay, let's run. Let's not walk, let's run. Yeah, okay. Bad news, bad news, bad. It's bad. Oh, crap! Oh, well. I ran a little too early there. And my guy decided to take a rest like a freaking idiot. Oh, I don't care how out of shape you are. You don't just stop when you know there's a giant sumo wrestler monster baby behind you. Okay, let's catch our breath. Catch our breath. Okay, you're all good? You all good? As soon as we hear the crash, you run. And ready, set, go! I do not like you. I do not like you at all. I do not like what you stand for, and I do not believe in your beliefs. Why do I just gotta open the door for him? I can't do that. My guy's like, no, screw that idea. I guess I can't wait for him either. The doors are pretty sturdy, I suppose. Oh wait, the floorboards break here, I believe. And snap! I'm just ruining everything. Don't worry, I haven't seen anything past chapter 1, so after that, everything is just a mystery to me as it is to you. Okay, so when we go down this hallway, we look at you. Hey, you blinked at me, gross. And we can go down this way, up to these halls, and we come across another hallway, possibly filled with giant sumo wrestler monster babies. Okay, we're gonna hide in here, because I have a feeling, gut feeling. I hear him, I hear his footsteps, he's coming. And the camera is panning over to the right. And now we just relax. Maybe it's this freaking crib music. You don't smell anything. You don't smell a single thing. What kind of baby, giant sumo wrestler monster baby behind you has an acute sense of smell? Okay, hopefully he can't hear me. I think I walked slightly slower than him, so this should be good. Okay, I don't think he can hear me, so just hide in the closet. And we'll wait for him to go that away. And then we can all live happily ever after. I'm sleepy. May I swear it's this crib music. Even if it is a demented version of crib music, it's still music designed to put people to sleep. Mine's the screaming, but other than that, this is kind of relaxing in a sense. Again, I apologize. I don't mean to do this. I kind of wish a jump scare would happen right now, but as it stands, there's not much to happen. Okay, let's try to get in this closet. Giant sumo wrestler monster baby should be appearing at any second right now. I can hear them coming from the right. That's what the sound thing was telling you about. How they, you can hear which direction they're coming from based on the headphones, which I find pretty cool. And, maybe yawning is a nervous twitch. That of mine. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Well, I'd like to wake up, but I'm experiencing never-ending nightmares. That is something that is quite hard to do. Like, I'd really like the camera to pan more to the right, because I'd really like to not die. Okay, so... Okay, go to the closet and hurry. Because it will appear soon. The giant sumo wrestler monster baby. That is not a safe place to put a candle. Look at that, right underneath the bookshelf. That is the least safe place to put a candle. Right under a wooden bookshelf full of paper books. Is it safe? I don't see it. Okay. We can walk behind it, I suppose. Just gotta catch up to it a little. Make sure that we can get to the bookshelf. And as soon as he gets past here, we are good to go. Seriously, what are you? Other than what I previously described you. I seem to yawn whenever one of those things gets near me, so I guess maybe it is a nervous twitch. Even though I know I'm safe. I don't know, though. It seems to also happen when I talk a lot, so... Maybe it's just during the, you know, breaths that I have to actually breathe. Because I talk quite a lot, or at least I'd like to think so, when I'm, you know, outside of the closets. So I guess I'm just taking a breather? I don't know. Who really knows why people yawn? Deep scientific studies can't answer that. Look at this candle. It is the least safe place to put a candle. And oh dear. That isn't good. Oh wow. That oh! The sound effects are appearing a bit quick. Oh wow. Okay, so I ended up in an insane asylum. Hang on. I'm gonna stop the recording right here, and I'm going to put this into one part. So thank you all so much for watching. Rate if you want to rate, comment if you want to comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya!